So this is Monday evening. I just got home from being at my parents' house and helping my sister Katie with her baby. And I'm going to make supper real quick, and then we're going to try to work in the yard a little bit tonight. I've got little man in the pack and play over there. And we're going to, I think Austin said he wanted to mow, and we're going to just try to tear out some of the garden that has died so the yard doesn't look so bad. I actually prepared these vegetables this morning before I left. That's why they're in a bag like that. I just went ahead and cut them all up and even cut up the chicken. So that way when I came home this evening, I knew it would be easy to just kind of toss things in and not have to cut all the vegetables and try to clean the kitchen. I knew I wouldn't have a lot of time, so I wanted to try to prep this morning. I've got the baby in here with me now. I've got him on my hip while I'm doing the chicken here. So this is chicken that I had marinating from earlier this morning. So I've got it cut up into small pieces, so hopefully it should cook pretty quick. Austin just got home and he is actually feeding the baby. So I'm going to try and finish this up so that way we can work outside before it gets too dark. Now I have got some pineapples that I'm actually going to put in here, just to make it a little bit different. And I feel like pineapples go pretty good with chicken. I'm going to let this cook for a minute, and then I actually have some rice. I think it's sprouted brown rice. And I made it earlier, and then I'm going to add it to this, and then it'll be done. Just something a little bit different, and it makes a lot, so we'll be able to eat on this for quite a few days, which will be nice. I usually just like to add some and start mixing it in before I add the whole thing. Because I like the ingredients to be somewhat proportionate, if possible. And this was a lot of chicken because I thawed the whole pack at once, and it had maybe 4 chicken breasts in it. So I just went ahead and cooked it all. But as I said, it'll be nice. We'll have some leftovers. These are coconut aminos that I like to use instead of soy sauce. So I'm going to add some more of those. That was actually on the meat, but I was going to add a little more. This is some coriander. I've been cooking with this recently, and I really like it, so I'm going to add a little of that. And this is pretty much done. I'm going to turn it off so it don't get too hot or stick to the bottom of the pan too bad. I think this should be good. You like it?
Exceptional as always.
Sweet.
It's true.
Just something sort of different.
Very good.
Taste the pineapple in there?
I do. And you know, it's one of those things I wouldn't think I would like it, but I do like it.
How was work?
It was fine. Your day with Woody pretty good?
Yeah.
Good.
He had his first diaper blowout to the point that he had to go into the bathtub.
It's been pretty bad.
Alright, we're gonna leave you here.
See you in a sec.
See you in the yard. So we just put the baby to sleep, and that was a serious stroke of luck.
Mm-hmm.
That timed up perfectly.
Yes, it did.
So
we got lucky with that.
They did. We're gonna get busy out here and see how much we can get done.
Make it.
Yeah, I've got the monitor with me. I think one of the first things we're gonna do is pull out the potato vines. There's still potatoes in there. Usually I wouldn't take out the vine, but as you can see, these are already, for the most part, dead. And I'm gonna be using these potatoes, you know, fairly soon anyway, so we're just gonna go ahead and pull out the vines. Oh, there's some potatoes. So ideally, what would be great to do soon would be to come out here and harvest all these potatoes and dry them inside. We really need to do that before it gets too cold. But I'll just be completely and totally honest with y'all. What we're about to do right now is cover these babies back up with dirt.
Oh yeah.
We're just not at a place tonight where we can try to like take these in and deal with them.
Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow?
And they'll be okay in the ground for, you know, a couple more days or another week or so.
Yeah, they'll be
and then
fine.
I will come out here and get them and dry them. But this is just the best that we can do.
Mm-hmm.
We can only do what we can do.
That's right.
Can't do no more.
Very good.
That should at least make it look a little better for now. Austin is going to get the key to the shed to get the rake out. I'll be honest, y'all, I kind of let the garden go this year because by the time Woody was born, it was kind of right in the middle of the garden time. So there's some stuff that just needs to seriously be done. I've not even harvested any of this parsley, and it needs to be weeded really badly. So you can see all of these tall things that are laid over are sunflowers. I should have come out here and harvested the seeds before the birds got them, but I'm not really hardly seeing any seeds at all. So as I throw them out, I'll check for seeds, but we're gonna get all this dead stuff gone. But the birds pretty much have picked these clean. For the most part, all that's left in this flower bed is cosmos, which are blooming. There's a few zinnias. I even see a calendula plant or two over there. But it's insane. Look at this cosmos. At first I thought, oh, this is just some dead sunflower stalks. Sorry, I couldn't spit that out. But look at this. These things are cosmos. I had no idea that cosmos would get stalky like that. I've never seen that. But the stalks are coming all the way, and they've just kind of grown out of the bed. I didn't know cosmos would do that.
Maybe there, dog.
That big thing can go. This was a moonflower, and it's really neat because they only open at night.
Are we keeping or taking out? Taking out.
Yeah, we're gonna take it out. It's got a lot of seed pods on it, but I'll be honest, for one thing, it was really kind of too tall for this bed because it kind of crowded everything else out. But for two, I later found out that it's like the flowers are poisonous, and that just kind of sketched me out with a baby and a dog. I don't really want to have anything that I like potentially touch and, I don't know, have it be poisonous. So
Pretty heavy, actually.
yeah, Austin said it's pretty heavy, so I don't know really that I'll be doing that again next year. So one plant that I knew would have seeds for sure that I wanted to come out here and collect is this nasturtium plant. And these seeds are just on the ground. They're kind of strange looking. They almost look like little brains, which kind of like grosses me out. But I knew that they would have seeds. So I'm going to try to go around and collect as many of these that I can so that way I can plant them next year. Because I love nasturtiums. They're so pretty. And a lot of these that we planted this year were kind of these like just beautiful golden sunset colors. So I'd definitely like to do those again next year. You can help me find seeds, babe, if you want.
How we do that?
Did you know that this little plant had seeds?
Nope. Could not have told you that.
So they look like this, aren't they strange looking?
Yes.
But you see like up under there,
Mm-hmm.
they're just on the vine of these little plants that have like these real kind of, circular leaves. So if you want to just help me, we can go around and collect as many as we find. And we'll be able to plant them next year. I'm not going to worry about keeping them separate. I just plant them next year, and whatever color I get's the color I get, you know.
Okay.
I'm not going to stress about it.
There's a good fit right here.
Thank you. So those pink flowers, that ice plant lasted a long time, but what happened to these two, I think that's just weeds growing in that one, maybe, but what happened to those two was they were mint and they just got too hot. We didn't have a lot of rain, and with the new baby, we just didn't water really like we should have, so a lot of this stuff just out here in this front part of the yard just died from the heat.
Yeah.
So we're going to maybe just move these bags somewhere else where we don't have... Welcome to our house. Look at our dead plants.
Yeah. Tell me which one you want moved and where. Watch out, that one's dripping big time. I'll get that on your new pants.
I guess just put them over there on the side of the driveway or something.
Yeah. Oh, where's that strap?
Oh no.
Something been chewing on that one.
Really?
On this one. See
Austin tried to drag that away, and he said something had been chewing on it. The strap broke. Interesting. I don't know. Considering that this one is still alive, I might just leave it. Oh, that is mint. Guys, it came back. I thought that was weeds. That is banana mint. So that stuff died, but it came back. So that's cool. Might just leave it right there for now. Yeah, you can kind of just scooch those if you want.
More like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, on to the plants that are up close to the house.
Need help.
I can't do that, babe. I tried. That's nothing but weeds. I let weeds grow up that tall. But that's okay. They were pretty during the summer to look at. But it's just weeds. Uh-oh, I see a crying baby on the monitor.
Better go tend to them, Mama.
I've never seen a lizard like that, and I've lived here my whole life. That is cool.
They like wheelbarrows.
It was under the wheelbarrow, Austin said. Its legs are like spotted. I can't believe how long its tail is, and it comes to like this tapered point.
It's kind of strange looking.
Yeah, it's very strange looking. Now I gotta look at the tomatoes. Probably what I'm gonna do is, since it's about time for the tomatoes to stop, any of them that I see that are green, I might just take in the house, and we could either have fried green tomatoes soon, or they might ripen on the counter. But I think that's what I'll do to just kind of clean this mess up. These are pretty small, but we might be able to fry them. It'd be worth a try anyways. We got off the ones that we could, and as you can see, there's a lot of dead on it, so I think we should just call it and go ahead and pull them.
Yeah, I think so too.
Make the yard
It ain't
look,
like they're gonna be growing a whole lot more.
No, make the yard look a little bit nicer.
Yes. Make us not look so fantastic. Especially this part right here. Hanging over at the deck. Remember the last time the deck was clear from that. Had some good roots to it though.
This is really pretty cool. Honestly, most of the summer this didn't have but one pepper on it.
Yeah, it's done better later here actually.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden at the end, it got some. Honestly, I'm just going to pick them all, even the little ones.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to get colder in the next day or two.
Yeah, we're supposed to have some mid to low 40s temperatures here in the next day or two.
Yeah, so. And I don't want these to go to waste out here.
So they're not going to make it much longer anyways. So.
No.
That's just, well, never mind, one more. Don't bother to know that one, you think?
Yeah.
There's a green one there. Tiny one right there.
That one's got a bad place on it.
Alright.
I forgot little man with me. So I think we pretty much did just kind of what we could, and now I think Austin's gonna go mow.
Yep. Get it knocked out.
Yeah.
While I still got light.
Well, you still got lights. Love you.
Love you, honey.
I brought little man back inside the house, and Austin's out there mowing with what little light is left. So before I leave you here, before I end the video, I just had something on my heart that I wanted to share. So of course you know about the terrible disaster of Hurricane Helene, the terrible devastation that it's caused. I'm sure you've seen it on TV. I'm sure you've seen it on social media. It's just terrible, and I mean, it just breaks my heart. It's hard to put into words. I mean, how it makes me feel, how it makes you feel. It's awful, and a lot of it is right in our back door, about 2 hours away, and you know, we have family there, and I grew up in these places, and now they're just gone, and it's devastating, okay, and for everybody. But something that I was thinking about that I wanted to share is, you may have heard about this story. There's lots of stories that we've been hearing, but there was a woman who was on a roof. You know, the water rose so much that she got on the roof with her son and her parents, and you know, she thought, well, okay, we're safe, and the house broke apart, and it took her little boy and her parents, and it washed them away. Now having a child, that's really unfathomable for me to imagine, but there's a video, I see Austin waving at me, there's a video where she's interviewed, and she's got her two sisters there with her, and I watched that video, and holy cow, oh my goodness, what an inspiration that woman is, because she, you know, she's just talking about God and how he's going to get her through it, and that when her little boy was being washed away, he was crying, crying and saying, calling out to Jesus. And I just thought, wow. And she talked about her parents when she grew up, that the three sisters all talked about their parents growing up, and that they, not made them, but I mean, you know what I'm trying to say, memorize Bible verses. So they grew up in a Christian home, and she taught that to her child. And then, as he's being swept away, for a 7-year-old child to know to call on the name of Jesus is, wow. I mean, it just gives me chills, and it's heartbreakingly sad. But then I think about the inspirational part, which is she raised, her family raised her to believe in Jesus. She raised her child to believe in Jesus. And it makes me think about raising my child to believe in Jesus. I pray that God would help me and Austin be the parents we need to be to raise him to be a disciple for Christ. But she also talked about her experience, which was when she was washed away. And she said she felt like the Lord told her, you have to let go and just let the water take you, because you're not going to be found if you stay here, which is just, again, chills, just terrifying to imagine after you've just sustained this unbearable loss, to then just be, and she was in the water for like 5 hours till someone found her, and it's a miracle someone did. But what she said was, be still and know that I am God. And that's from Psalms 46. And so I looked that up and read it again this morning. I've read it a lot, and I just thought about that. Just be still and know that I'm God. And how amazing that her testimony is that her child, her child's last dying words were calling out to Jesus. And then even for her to have that as her sort of testimony, so to speak, what I'm trying to say is that she's relying on God, and that she was even able to accept this TV interview to get on there and talk about how good God is, and to say that that's how she's getting through it, and to say that, she felt God telling her just be still. Wow, I just wanted to share that, because if you've not seen that video, it's out there. You can look it up, and I'll try to link to it and leave it in the description of this video. But wow, if she can say that, when the worst thing really that can happen to you is losing a child, if she can say that, then it makes me think about, can I not say that just when I, on a daily basis, just feel overwhelmed with tasks to do or certain things going on in my life? What an inspiration. If she's able to say that, surely I could, right? And it makes me think about, the world is so chaotic, and it just encourages you. I just feel like we're encouraged to just have 2 handfuls of everything all at one time, and so much distraction, so much stimulation, and sometimes we just have to just be still. And that verse, be still and know that I am God. How do we know that God is God? How do we experience his presence? How do we learn about his character? We be still. And that's not easy to do in this world, and it's not a thing that's even encouraged. We live in a fast-paced world that seems to only get faster. I just wanted to share that, and that video, again, if you watch it, you better be prepared. You're gonna cry, you're gonna sob, and pray for her, pray for her sisters, pray for everyone who's been affected by this terrible disaster. But also just that remembrance of just be still and know that I'm God, that whatever you're facing today, all you gotta do is be still and call on his name like that little boy did. Most of us are not gonna be in a situation where we're gonna get swept away by a flood. But even in the, we got a burp there. No spit up, that's good. Even in the everyday flood of everything that goes on in your life, you can still just be still and call out to Jesus. So I just wanted to share that at the end of this video, because that's something that I was thinking about today, and I'm glad that we got the garden looking just a little bit better, just kind of cleaning things up, and very thankful for my sweet husband that he's out there mowing the yard when it's almost dark. Thankful that we have a house, thankful that the flood was supposed to hit us and it didn't. I almost feel guilty for that, but thankful that we got food and a clean bed, and that I've caught my baby. So I'm gonna leave you here. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. God bless you, God keep you, and I'll see you on the next one. You wanna take a bath?